because I just did. I think it is Lathander. That's how it's pronounced in Neverwinter Nights too. I'm gonna head to the smithy just to clear my mind. I was referring. If I can do it here, great. If not, I was gonna do it at the actual smithy in town. Either one, either one would work. Just has to keep my mind occupied. Busy, too bad.
Here.
Busy, too bad. Here's this.
What?
I'm streaming and everything else. So go.
You're not even gonna look at her birthday cake she made?
Go. Yeah, that sounds good, actually. Work on the hammer. Also, we have those black scales from the that place up north where we chased the assassin. That was with the harmonica, so I could. I, so those black scales, how many daggers can we make with that? I wouldn't mind doing that, one for each of us. I do like a remembrance, yeah, and I would actually work on that before I work on my hammer. Okay. Oh, nothing and nothing. Yeah. Is there enough scale? Like, just basically just enough dagger. Put a scale or a couple scales in it to make it look good. Okay. And can you guys give me a couple of sec? Let's make a sixth one, and we'll hang it up next to the picture. Uh, I must say, I do have a smithing tool roll also. Like, I do have like a smithing roll on my character sheet. Helps at all. Does that help? I will be right back. That's okay. I gotta step away real quick. Okay, mother. Yes.
Okay. Come in and look at her birthday cake. Come in and look at her cupcakes.
Did she have fun? I have a feeling.
birthday cake is strawberry.
Okay,
Eat
you
some
told
of
me.
her cake. Okay.
We can make a list. I mean, it take a little while, but Yes. No, I went and got Hawaii. I'm gonna get it on my break. You
Okay.
referring to the wash machine? I know,
Yes,
woman. I got
yes.
back just time to get down here.
Sorry. Told you like this. Sorry.
Okay, honey, you're
You
good.
can't be. I can't put my chin on you. Uh,
Oh, yeah, didn't didn't we hang that picture on the wall? Yeah, right underneath it. Firebolt. Well, a pirate did it. I want to see Doc try taking the headband off of Hammerbell. I'm just saying. Yeah, with that armor on, yes. Are we all there out of curiosity? Because technically, her dagger would work. The one we just made her. It has her scale, and that's the whole. or 5 to 7 days of work on our bar. Hey. I feel so reassured, but I'm in. Excuse me? Go, men and women, thank you. So here's a quick question. Would bringing up that we're not so sure if Arbin Wester is the best business partner, is that gonna make a difference? Okay. So, Ivor, my bad. Okay. Okay, then we'll keep it to ourselves. Or I'll keep it to myself at least. Party HQ. Quirk an eyebrow and look down. Or how tall is the person? Am I looking down on him or I look at him? Okay. I quirk an eyebrow and look at him. There's a possibility. You mean the decrepit tower in the middle of town? Portals to hell or something, if I remember correctly? Okay. That is assuming that they are on a different plane. It was my understanding that they would just cease to exist. Yes. We owe it to our party member. At least try and look into it. Actually, I'm drawing a blank on that one. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Need to mine for Roger now. Thanks for the reminder. Yeah, I know what you're talking about though. That we named. Can I do a nod religion check on the split? So, we'll start with finding our compatriot. Any step beyond that, discuss later. I'll take the amulet and nod to him. It's like, see what happens. So are you? So you're saying that the arcane is more powerful than the divine? The small smirk on my face. Hmm. And I was like, back on, I was like, it's okay. We'll see which magic pulls the other one out of the fire when shit goes wrong. And go ahead and walk away. Guidance.
It just felt right, you know.
Yeah, felt like.
So with disadvantage, that is a natural one. So you're gonna only take home like 2 gold today.
Oh,
You
great.
scared them away. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
And probably other fishermen mad at you too.
Yeah, and the other fishermen are not appreciative of what went on there. So you take home 2 gold, and Fairfax, Webley, and Hammerbill each take home 5. So that's a total of 17 gold for today.
Not too bad.
And is there any downtime stuff that you guys want to do? You know, you got a whole another 6 days until the goats arrive.
Just
Mm,
make sure my gear is all in order and
yeah,
read
if
some books, learn about the upper, how people do stuff up here on the surface.
That'll be a lot easier once the library is built.
Yeah.
the only thing I would suggest, and I'd say, hey, I'll offer up that to Fairfax. Hey, why don't you use that newfangled wings of yours and check out and see what that, since you know magic, see what that crazy Thalavar guy keeps yelling about.
Mhm.
You could fly around
Yeah, I could definitely look into that.
and see if it's should be worrisome.
I don't know. Could the thief sneak around and also, you know, be sneaky?
I don't know how thiefy versus evil our thief is.
I don't. Do you have a thief? We don't have a thief. I'm a fighter.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
I'm a warrior. I have a
We have
shield and a
like,
sword.
yeah, we have like a soul sucking fighter thingy.
I am offering them a chance at
Yeah, I
Redemption.
know.
Yeah.
redemption.
Redemption, yeah. Just
So
thought
so
it'd
you
be easy
guys
because he can fly, he can kind of hover and just see, and he can also understand what. Of course, I guess you can too. So I'm just saying, we don't have to, but it's bothersome that guy's fucking around with the potentially bad mojo.
Yeah, we could definitely look into that. So yeah, that'll be a little bit of what I think I would be doing during that time.
okay.
My free time, I hammer.
A fish.
Not a bell.
All right. So let's.
I've also got that
said-
ritual I still need to cast when I have time.
Oh right, yeah. How long does that ritual take to cast?
It's gonna take me 2 hours, so I'd need to set aside time for that and probably try a couple different places depending on what I can find.
Okay. And you're talking about which ritual in specifically?
The find familiar one that I learned from the gnome wizard.
Okay. All right. All right. So after work, you are, you definitely. People are asking you. Maybe Jin makes the suggestion of you checking out the House of Dalavar, and you want to finish your ritual first because you think it'd be even better if you had your companion with you.
Yeah.
So you spend the 2 hours, and is there a gold component to that?
Let me double check.
Let's see.
10 gold
Material.
pieces.
I don't.
Yeah, 10 gold pieces. There it is.
Done.
Because you have to spend 10 gold pieces worth of charcoal,
material.
incense, and herbs. So you lay it all out, and it's kind of in a nice open space, and you lay it all out, and you need more space than what's in your bedroom. So
Yeah.
you're kind of out in the yard, almost. And you lay out this charcoal and these herbs, and uh, incense, and you have a brass brazier, and you set them all on fire, and you say the right things and do the right things, and you end up with a familiar, a little pseudo dragon.
What?
Nice.
Excellent.
Man, all I want some fucking boots.
What kind of boots, Jen?
No,
I know where you can get a pair of
Stomping
boots of
boots?
oven kind.
Oh, maybe Belle go visit her new friend Slosh. Let's see how
I
they
mean,
do.
you have a couple of days if you wanted to head down to the mayor.
Mm.
Maybe not a bad idea. Somebody should go check in on him, say hi, maybe bring him a little gift from town.
Mm.
That's I didn't expect that to be a suggestion, but hearing about it, I think it's a great suggestion.
Hmm.
So, Belle, do you want to head down to the Mirror of Dead Men and
Sure.
go visit Slosh?
You always send the Durgar barbarian to like broker a peace, right?
Does anyone want to go with Hammerbell?
I'm learning to fish.
Okay. All right. So Belle, you go down there, and you don't really need the company. You don't really want it, and you go down there. So let's say you're en route for about a day or so while you make it safely down that direction. Azure,
Back in time for goats.
give me a smithing tools check and a religion check. All right.
Woohoo.
Make the religion check one more time. I forgot to tell you with advantage. Just on the off chance you get a 20. All right. Consistency. It's good. So you are spending time in the forge, and outside of work, you're doing that. Make sure that I know what I'm giving you here. What did we say Moradin's hammer was? It was just a dwarven thrower?
Probably. That's what I originally thought it was going to be. What I originally asked for. But
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we said it was going to be a dwarven thrower.
you know, all honesty, it doesn't have to be because some of the features from Dwarven Thrower, like the return feature, I have automatically through my classes. So
Let's see. You can okay. Yeah, I think that's fair. You've worked on this for quite some time.
Okay.
So you now have a dwarven thrower.
awesome.
It's a crutch.
So were boots, but yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever get your bow?
Yes, I have a.
And I just okay. Real quick, I have an Eldritch 9 ability. I can bond the weapon. I'm gonna go ahead and bond to that weapon. Okay.
All right. And that just lets you use it as a spellcasting focus or something?
No, let's basically I can call it to my hand instantly.
Oh, okay.
So Thor's basically an Eldritch Knight.
Because it says immediately after the attack, it flies back to your hand. Normally that's what Thor does, but the bond just whenever I want, it's in my hand.
Good. Right. So you have that now. And thing. All right. Jin, you
Yeah.
are,
Fishing.
you know, let's go to day 2 here. And you know, you're fishing.
Sure.
And so
Oh,
let's
there's my harmonica.
are you gonna play your harmonica on the water?
Oh yes, I'm playing my harmonica. Yeah,
All right.
normal.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
So
better than last time.
yeah, we'll take the 14 for the performance.
Yeah.
Go ahead and you're still rolling your animal handling check with disadvantage.
Oh.
Oh,
All right. So today you take in 3 gold.
Great.
So that is 18 gold for day 2.
Well, while Belle is visiting, she's not making money.
Right.
Oh, right. Yeah. That's 13 gold for day 2.
All right.
Belle, late in the evening, you arrive at the lizard folk encampment. But as you approach, you know, you definitely don't want to scare them. You know, you definitely don't want to jump out all crazy, but at the same time, you don't want to seem like you're sneaking up on them. There's a fine line.
Mm.
And so you just sort of square your shoulders and walk out there. And right before you reach the edge of the tree line that would announce your presence, you hear this growling. Just this low, deep kind of, you know, very, very inhuman growl, just this throaty thing. And for a moment you are like, damn it, you know, what could possibly catch me unawares? And you're kind of ashamed of yourself for a brief moment until you realize it is Slosh. and you know, as Slosh leaps out of the brush at you, you know, you kind of rub his face and then jump on, and Slosh goes riding into town, you know, and you're on top of him, and you know, and goes to his chieftain like, hey, look who I found.
oh.
Oh, yay.
and
Glad to be well received.
And so the chieftain calls out to the others and says, oh, look who we have. And everyone kind of like, oh yeah, it's, you know, it's one of the folks from Leyland that really helped us out. So they want to throw you a nice dinner. And so they do. And so the night goes on, you and the lizard folk hanging out. Bar is now 4 days to completion. Azure, you've completed work, and the palisade is now 10 days assisted. Did you add 13 gold to the party?
I'm running total until I add it up.
Oh, okay,
So,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, Webley, is there anything you want to do in your off time in these couple of days between now and when the goat herd shows up?
I'm actually trying to take a little bit of the advice I received and not spend my entire day drinking, but I will offer Jin some instruction on how to use that little pissant bow of his if he's
She'll
so
take it.
interested.
She'll take it.
There
Who'd we
go.
lose?
I think Zen just jumped into the wrong area.
Oh.
Oh, sad.
There she is.
There she
Welcome
is.
back, Zen.
Sorry, I don't know what happened there.
All right.
Was
All right.
clicking around clicking around and got the wrong place. Okay.
So
go ahead.
Webley, and Jin are going to train with their bows. Give me a. Let's see here. I'll pull up a character sheet. Give me dexterity rolls, both of you. Just flat dexterity.
Flat dexterity. Oops, first one. 10. That's a dex
Alright.
save for Webley. You got a 19.
Oh, true story.
Yeah.
True story. How did that? Yeah, there we go.
All right.
Wish if you just pay a little more attention, you might learn something.
I know.
And for instruction, Webley, I've been an instructor. That's quite the performance. So give me a performance roll.
Nice. Absolutely.
Roll a 20 so I get like a permanent +1. Oh, I get a permanent -1 to everything I shoot.
No wonder Jin's not getting any better.
Yeah.
Oh, you just digitized bad for me.
No, he
Here's
just demonstrated what not to do. So now you're that much further along.
No,
Yeah.
here's what it's either that or that. Don't you think that more accurately represents a true teacher?
I think a true day of instruction for any teacher is a mixture of it's a performance. There is some deception and possibly some intimidation as well. Better study. Or you're not going to do well on the test. Roll intimidation.
Wow. Hey, I don't know if it's my end or your end, but you're digitizing really bad. I'm gonna click off and click right back on. I'll be right back.
You're probably logged in for too long.
Okay. I'm hearing you just fine.
Okay.
Okay, be right back, guys. Sorry.
Okay.
All right. All right. And Fairfax, did you want to make a flyby on the house at Thalavar?
Yeah, I'll make a flyby. And bring my new companion with me as well.
Okay. You go to the top of the tower. I forget if there's maps or not. Yeah, you go to the top of the tower. I do have maps, but it's full of crap.
Huh.
That I can't show you yet.
All right. Back.
Is that any better, Doc?
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Okay. All right. So you go to the top of the tower. Are you gonna fly up to the top first?
Yeah.
So you go up there and you have a pretty good view of the reconstruction happening on the tower. It's very slow. Very few people have been actually assigned to this because the safety and the progression of the town is more important. Blah blah blah. But there at the top is the famed, it's destroyed still, the planar gate that the wizard Thalavar used. And next to that is probably across the room from it actually is the planar beacon. And neither look like they're in working order. Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Ooh,
Nice. Yeah, you can tell that very, very little has been done to the beacon or the gate. The beacon more so. Being the safer of the two options, it looks like Galileo might have repaired certain things so that if he ever wanted to use the beacon, it's within a reasonable time that he would be able to repair it and use it.
Mm.
The gate the gate looks very untouched. And you also know from that very high roll that it's not like you could just rebuild it. There's going to be some magical things that are necessary to imbue the gate once again, and that's going to be quite the find if somebody were able to manage those things.
Right.
There is a set of stairs going down from the top floor there. There's nobody up there, and it doesn't look like anybody goes up there very regularly. There's a set of stairs that goes downward. Would you like to go down?
Yeah, let's take a look.
All right. You head down, and there's another larger room, kind of one of those loft rooms. You know, it covers the whole width and length of the tower. So it's like a big studio apartment, kind of. And before you get all the way down the stairs, you hear Galio. And he is ruffling through some papers, and he's got all sorts of documentation, and he's just looking at it, and he's postulating. And if you peek around the corner, give me a. Do you want to peek around the corner? If you do, you're gonna have to give me a stealth check.
I'm going to have my pseudo dragon peek around the corner because I can use its senses better than mine.
Okay. Then have him give me a stealth check.
Her stealth check's going to be. Hold on, let me find it.
Excuse me. With advantage because he's small, or she's small.
Advantage. Okay. Stealth.
Okay, that'll work. Galio is very distracted by his work, and he's poring over these papers and just kind of mumbling to himself, and occasionally, something won't make sense to him, and he'll just go, but then why is this like this? And he's shouting, and he's just. It almost looks like that's just his way of studying the old documents and studying what's in front of him, and he's trying to get more involved with how to work this tower.
Okay.
And especially in a way that seems safe, because he says, "But I can't do that." It's one of the things he yells. "But I can't do that. It won't be safe. I have to be safe. Give me something safe." And he just keeps poring over the documents, and he's like, no. God, this is impossible. Pointless almost.
Okay. All right. So not too much to worry about just yet. Just that he has a tendency of shouting out loud as part of his, research process.
Yeah. He shouts. He paces.
It's probably a good thing that he's way up in the tower and the garrison's way down at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And he did keep saying safe. I needed safe, so that's actually a good sign too, right? Oh, I'm not. Forget I said that.
All right. So, would you like to do anything else, Fairfax?
All right. Let's retreat from there without him noticing us, and
All right.
probably
Give
get more
me
fight.
another stealth check with advantage from the pseudo dragon.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, you guys are in and out without any detection, and
Okay.
you glide from the tower down to the party HQ, where you meet with Jin and Webley and even Azure, who's got his brand new hammer. Hammerbell's not there. I assume. Did you announce that you were leaving, Hammerbell?
I guess I did.
Okay. I mean, you don't have to have, you know.
I don't want to scare anyone.
Yeah.
Wait, am I
Wait.
forgotten?
Yeah. Yeah, because at least one of them would mess with the others and be like, "Hammer who?" Yeah. So in the meantime, you are off in the swamp with your lizard folk friends, and they're throwing you a nice little party. Um, Everything seems to be going well. Do you want to stay the night there? I mean, it's probably the
I'm
best.
not gonna
place.
travel at night. No.
Yeah. Okay.
Go find someplace cozy to stay the night.
Well, to be
All
fair,
right.
you have probably a better dark vision than anything else up here, so you know,
That's true. But
night might be better for you in some ways.
Yeah. Yeah. Your your dark vision is it's honestly it's something that nobody would understand because your dark vision doesn't work as well. It would work so much better if there wasn't that dang starlight.
oh,
You know,
that
just the small amount of light from the stars and the moon is you're just like stupid thing. I like it when it's cloudy.
mm,
Uh,
I guess the night isn't.
but no, otherwise it's definitely better than daytime. You know, because you're still not 100% attuned to operating in the daylight.
Okay.
All right. So a couple of more days go by, and Belle, how many days did you plan on staying? Just
Probably
right
a
up until it's
day,
time to come
maybe.
back?
Wait, what day? How many days before the trip? I probably should go work though. There's some money to be made. Um,
Yeah, there's another
um,
5 days until the trip.
maybe spend a day and hang out with Slosh and see if he wants to hunt. I need to try. I show him my new bow and see if we could try it out.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
So you're riding on Slosh, and the two of you are just kind of carefully going through the swamp. And you know you're really appreciative of Slosh being there with you because as his giant just steps just slowly mesh down into the muddy waters of the swamp,
Mhm.
you realize that like that would be up to your knee in mud, and you would just
Yep.
be miserable sloshing through. You know, pun intended, I guess.
Mhm.
And let's see here. Give me a survival check to find something while hunting. Give it to me with advantage since you got Slosh
Okay.
helping.
15.
Okay. You definitely find some critters to hunt. Find some critters to hunt and let's make an attack roll with that new bow. All right, and damage. All right. So you shot like a little like a younger deer.
Hmm.
And that deer goes down, and just as you're about to get over there and haul it up there to the strap it on to Slosh, the hand of a troll comes out and just grabs it, pulls it back towards him, and snarls at you. And Slosh rears back, and there you are. And what do you want to do?
Uh, take a swipe with the axe.
Okay.
I want it back.
Yeah. So let me pull up a troll. All right, go ahead and you gonna shoot at with your bow or pull out your hammer axe?
I think I'm gonna use my hammer for this one.
All right, go ahead and give us some swings. All right,
Two
both
swings.
of those hit.
Oh, no, I guess she should add rage to it, huh? I forgot she got mad.
Oh right, yeah. You
Uh,
raged right
yeah,
before. So
yeah.
that's 8 plus 13 plus your rage damage. Well, it doesn't really matter. So you kind of come in with the axe, slice it open, hit it with the hammer. Slosh pins it down and just kind of bites off some of its like an entire arm, and just kind of bites it off. And though you don't kill the troll, it does manage to slide out from underneath where Slosh had it pinned down, and just sort of runs off into the swamp. And so you guys grab your deer, you put it up there, and you take it back to the tribe.
Yee. Meat for dinner. I don't know. I guess I will leave it with them. Is this the next morning?
No, this is just that second night.
Second night? Party night. So we'll have deer for dinner.
Yeah. So you have some deer, and you did kill more than one. This is just the only one with any notable occurrences happening. So you and Slosh feel the bond grow between the two of you, as you got to bully a troll into giving up his kill, or giving up your kill, which he tried to steal, and you party it up with the trolls, and on the third day you come back,
Yes.
just like Jesus.
I was not
And there
there
went my
yet.
save for work. I'm on my Twitch stream. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So the rest of the time, what are you guys doing? Does anyone want to do anything around town? Work on any projects? Obviously you're doing your jobs.
Oh, I forgot. Maybe when Belle was hanging out, she could listen to the stories and the history and stuff like that. Learn more about the who are they? The,
Lizardman.
So
the
the
sni-
lizard folk.
lizard folks,
Yeah.
because she has a lot to learn about. Yeah, above ground people. So.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
You learn more, and things seem to become more familiar to you, not just from an overworlder perspective,
Mhm.
but also you learn more about their tribe and their people and their culture, and their history and things like that. You ask questions and they answer, and you even learn one of their dances. You even learn one of their dances. How good do we all think that dwarves are good at dancing?
Yeah,
Well,
lizard
I think
dancing.
without a tail, it's going to be pretty
Yeah, it's like
difficult.
You should
yeah.
make a roll.
Yeah, I was thinking that you should make a performance check.
Performance. Where is it? Performance. Thomas.
They all nod and politely clap while you dance, but you're not that great.
No.
At least you weren't offensive.
Oh, ouch. Hey, I try.
So you make it back to town. Jin has been fishing. Jin, I want you to give me some fishing rolls here.
Here's my performance roll.
Okay.
The fish roll. Do you want fish rolls at disadvantage?
Yeah. If you're gonna play the harmonica, you have to make a high roll if you want the advantage.
Right.
All right. So only 2 gold that day, and the following day. I will take the first one, a 14 again.
Fishing 15.
Okay, so that day you pull in a whole 6 gold.
Oh, great. 8
Oh,
gold.
yeah.
You want another day?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do another day here. Okay.
15. Here's
Well,
my.
performance is made without advantage or disadvantage.
All 16.
All right, 16. So that's another 6 gold
Cool.
for that day. And so now Bell comes back feeling refreshed. The party has had a couple of days of very low occurrences of anything other than just going to work and, you know, going to work and doing your jobs and whatnot.
Mm.
So let's go ahead and skip ahead to day 7,
Alrighty.
or well, the night of day 6.
Oh, grand
Because-
opening.
Yeah, the night of day 6 is the grand opening of the bar.
And we should dedicate this evening to our lost companion.
R.
Yes. R.
And back says, "I are."
Our
Did we name this? I don't remember.
Last session, you guys agreed on the Drunken Dragon.
Okay.
Dragon.
Drunken Dragon.
I have that written down.
Okay.
And
Are we hanging
And
up
so-
our Dragon Slayer sword above the thing?
and the helmet.
Behind the bar? Okay. The helmet's out for general use. For
If you
those
buy a
who
round for everybody.
All right, buy a round
Well-
for everybody, get the helmet.
And we should start it off. We'll buy the first round for the patrons.
Sure.
yep,
Scare
So-
them all with the helmet.
yeah. So let's pull up. Where's that helmet again? Where do you guys have that helmet?
Red
It's on
Hunt.
my equipment list.
All right. And what was the actual name of it? Is the Dread Helm?
Dread helm.
Yes.
The Dread helm is a fearsome steel helm that makes its wearer's eyes glow red.
All right. So
Look at its helm.
so you guys open up the bar. A bunch of people show up, and who's buying that first round? Is it just the party in general? Who's gonna wear the helm?
Hey, where
know
we
what?
wear it.
I will buy the first round, put on the helmet, offer up a toast to our. And by the way, we invited all the council members and everybody that comes to that meeting, the town council.
Yeah.
Say a thank you to them for having us in their wonderful town and making us feel so welcome. Then, on a more somber note, a toast to our lost comrade who we pledged to find one day. Have a drink, bar's open, and there we go.
All right. Now wearing the Dread Helm and your eyes glowing red, are you going to attempt to, after the somber toast, are you going to try to intimidate everyone in the room?
After the somber toast, I will then put on the helm and explain how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought the first round, and I get to wear the helm until somebody else. And this is where I plug in the intimidation roll. Somebody else gets to buy the next round, and I look at somebody wealthy enough to afford it from the town council.
So you look at, just to be as ironic as possible, you look at Marigold Brightshine,
Yeah.
who is there, and she doesn't even drink. She's a head priestess of Lathander. But you look at her and the eyes glow especially red, and whoever buys the next round,
Right.
like you should do, and give me that intimidation roll
Right. And,
with advantage.
I was going to say, doesn't the helmet offer something with an intimidation?
Yep,
Let me make
yep.
it back to the computer here. Hang on. Almost there. And with advantage, you say. And intimidation. I'm sorry for the delay, and here we go. How about a
Nice.
21?
Yeah. The eyes glow so red, it almost seems that they're flames, like arcane fire is burning in the where your eyes should be, and Marigold says, oh dear, yes, I will buy the next round, and everybody cheers, yeah. But then you have to
The
give
helmet.
Take off the
her,
helmet.
yeah, you have to take out the helmet and give it to her.
And it looks totally silly on her, right?
Oh yeah, it does. I mean, she is a halfling, and so
Right.
she's wearing this what looks like a tall like paladin's helm,
Mm-hmm.
you know, on this weird little halfling, and let's see.
Yeah, I said
don't
we should raise a
actually-
glass and tell her thank you.
Yeah.
If she's buying a round, we cheer to her for the next round.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and everybody raises their glass and toast to her, and so let me actually, I'm gonna roll physical dice for her to she's a little embarrassed that she's contributing to everybody getting drunk, and so she looks at Griselda and the eyes glow red and she says, do something.
Yeah, she buys
Oh,
another
you-
round.
And so Griselda says, I got it, and she rips the helmet off of Marigold and throws it on herself, and the eyes glow red. And even though it's not like exactly protocol the way you guys said it, she just, the eyes are glowing red, and she's looking at everybody. She says, I've got the next round, and she intimidates everyone into knowing that she has the next round, which is what she's already gonna do anyways.
Great.
And so now the drinks are flowing, and Bax Dunfield is just over there like a madman, just laying it all on the line, and just throwing drinks out. Anybody want to help him?
Yeah. I'll go.
All right. So Webley jumps back there and helps him, and the whole town seems to show up, even if they're not all in the building at the same time. They do seem to show up at different times just throughout the night, and you guys pull in some good cash. You pull in some good cash.
We make sure to tell the story about the dragon, the white dragon as well, and point out the dragon slayer and throw in some minor illusion spells.
I'm just saying, Fairfax, you should make hangover cures for the alchemy and sell that in our little merchant shop.
That's actually a really great idea.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's the Dread Helm.
Yep.
Warduke.
Yep. Almost top. It's free.
Oh, it's got to be.
Here, let me put it in there.
And
That's
that
weird.
helmet.
The image breaks like that.
Yep.
Well, you can.
'Cause you're doing it
click
as
on
an
the link
image.
and get at it. So that's
Yeah.
it's still good.
Yeah, you can still click the link that Webley made.
Yeah.
All right. So all right. So it's a great night. It's a great night. I will calculate how much money, because I got to look back in the stupid book and figure out how much money the Party
Sure.
HQ makes.
That's an
Um,
awesome book.
It is. It's a really nice book. What's the name of it, just in case anybody is curious what book we're talking about?
Yeah, it's called
Strongholds and
Fortresses, Temples, and Strongholds
oh,
by Walrock Homebrew. And it's on the DM's Guild.
oh, not what I was looking at. I was looking at Strongholds and Followers.
You were looking at Matthew Colville's book.
Yes, which is amazing, by the way.
Yeah. I really like his stuff, but I ended up comparing the two and choosing this one.
That's unfortunate. I don't know that.
Not for really any great reason. But all right, so you guys are able to have opening night, and then the town has agreed to actually, I don't know where I was going with that. The night passes, and you guys know that the following morning the goats will be there, and you will be herding goats to Fanwood.
Great.
Yeah. And we don't want to be hurting in the morning, so let's not drink too much, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to try it? You know, drinking a lot.
No, thank you.
No.
All right.
I do want to try something though, since we've. Let's see.
What?
Use the dice set, although it should not be with advantage. I'm gonna gamble a little bit tonight.
All right. So you let's see. What is a dice set roll? Is that like a
It's a
proficiency?
tool set. It's a tool. Yeah, it's a tool proficiency.
Huh.
Yeah, like Steve's tools.
All right.
Yeah.
So all right, let's say I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll here. All right, so you've tested that out. Take off the advantage and let's have some commoners roll against you.
Okay. You ready?
All
I
right.
think I turned off it. Yeah, I'm a normal. I don't even know why that was with advantage.
Ooh.
Oh, for
Go ahead.
fuck's sake!
Go ahead and roll.
I guess I am.
And just to be fair, let's say what the ante is.
Well, I'm just warming him up, so that's like 2 gold right there, just to
Okay.
let him build some confidence. Yeah. Yeah. And then you ready again?
Yep.
Okay, why don't we do double or nothing here, buddy?
Okay. All right, double or nothing.
Hey, if by chance I lose the bar tonight, I just want to apologize in advance.
Oh no. All right. So that was 2 gold lost, but now you're up 4.
Right. So net 2. Well, do they want to continue?
Yeah. Of course we do.
All right. And away we go. Oh, hey.
All right. So you're back at 0. Kind
I
of.
am. I'll tell you what, I'm getting a little bored. Why don't we make this interesting? One last roll for a drink for the bar.
Okay.
Hi.
Right.
I use my
What,
luck
please?
point.
Oh,
I use
luck
my
point.
luck
Sorry.
Hold
Doesn't
on.
even work.
There
you go.
Oh,
Oh, there you go. And he
The
says,
helm.
Next
Hey,
round on
the-
you, buddy. Here's the helmet.
he takes that. He's just like, all right, it's better than paying for the fucking bar. And he just puts on the helmet and says, "Oh, I'll buy a round for everyone," and everyone's really scared, but then they accept the drink anyways.
True.
Yeah, why don't we have it with intimidate? That's kind of an odd precedent to set.
It's like people love facing their fears, you know? Like they're scared, but they're also happy.
It's like roller coasters. Yeah, in horror movies. Not buying it,
Not really. All right, so next morning, you guys are meeting with Pippi Longstocking. What the hell is her name?
Pitch pin pitch.
Hey, we do go
I'm
back
sorry.
to the-
What was that name, Zen?
Something P. We're talking
You were
about
like,
Penny, what?
I think she said that the name was Pinch Bitch.
Yeah,
something
pitch
like
pitch.
I said, this is being recorded. I can go back and double check that.
Yeah.
Which,
So,
Ah.
so the gnome's name is Pinchwit Wigglehoof.
Yeah.
Pinch bitch it is.
Yeah.
I guess we're all pinch bitches right now, aren't we? But the next 10 days. Hey, before we leave, have we heard anything back from Lathander's Shrine? Because it's been 7 days or whatever. Nope.
Hold on. Sure, I didn't write something here.
Also, does the bartender need anything special while we're gone? Is Bax, can you hold down the fort?
He says, I've got it here. I'll keep the ship right. But if you find anything interesting on your travels, definitely bring it back. You know, any unique alcohols or kind of any cool mugs that you steal from other bars. I mean purchase. You know.
Yeah, anything
yeah.
to have little knickknacks around the bar that are interesting.
Yeah.
I never bought a glass from the Ram, and now that it's gone, I'm kind of wishing I did.
Ah,
Yeah. Anyways,
Great for the bar.
yeah.
All right. So
Exactly.
so you guys leave Bax to doing his thing.
you know what would look
And
good over
there's
you know what would look good over the door? A goat head, a giant goat head.
I got an axe, but I'm not sure if she will let me.
man, you guys are ruthless.
Bloodthirsty bitches. Yeah.
Yeah. What would PETA say?
Mhm.
So as you guys leave, you notice that Bax already has, it almost instills in you a little bit of confidence in him. He already has some has anyone here ever been a bartender?
Yeah, for years.
So those people that really like being friends with the bartender, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like they think that it puts them in a class above others if you're actually friends with the bartender and you're not just some random customer.
The aristocrat of the working class. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So he's already got one or two of those.
Mhm.
That it's people that you don't even. I mean, you might have seen them around town. They just look very nondescript. But they like hanging out with the bartender, so they show up early. And
Yeah.
you guys are almost like, holy crap, they're gonna drink this early, as people show up as you're leaving, and you're like, all right, keep them out of our bedrooms. Upstairs is off limits.
Oh
And
my god. They're gonna be turning tricks in that spare room. I knew it.
Probably.
no. All right, so drag you guys over. Yeah, there you go. All right, so here you are in Leyland. You're not gonna go up the road, around, and down. You're gonna go just straight in. So that's only about 20, 25 miles, but it's gonna take you a full 7 days to get there. So you set out with your herd of 100 goats. It is literally 100 goats, 100 giant goats.
When you say giant, how big are they? Size of a horse?
All right, let's see here.
Giant goats
Giant?
are large beast, so probably horse size.
Yeah.
Oh,
Giant goats are, yes, large beasts. So,
The draft horse is a large beast.
all right, so it's like a Clydesdale,
Huh.
and
like that kind of size,
With,
right?
with horns.
But a goat.
Yeah. It's if a Clydesdale was a goat, and they do, you make a wrong move, or you step too
Hey.
hard on the ground, or
No.
you make any kind of sudden noise, and they do that goat scream,
Mhm.
and then they just fall over for a second.
Oh,
What?
fainting goats. Giant fainting goats.
Yep.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, they look about like the same stat as war horse.
Damn it. We should have brought the helmet.
well, we haven't left yet. Have we?
Now we need that to make money.
All right, so for reference, everybody click on that link. This is what it's like for the next 7 days.
10 hours of
Oh
screaming
god,
goats.
are we gonna be able to sleep?
Nope. Nope. 7 seconds was enough. Thanks.
Gosh.
And that is now part of the stream as well, by the way.
Oh God, I forgot this is
Uh-huh.
streaming. I'm gonna
Goats.
apologize in advance. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So as you guys are herding the goats around, and I gotta write her name down.
What was it again, Zen?
My tongue already twisted. Sorry.
Pinchwit Wigglehoof. I'm gonna.
Can
Pins-
Fairfax just basically fly forever? I mean, can he keep up in the sky and get a better lookout for us? Because that could
Yes.
scare goats.
No. Fairfax can definitely fly around and get a good, because he's, as a humanoid, he's not that big, and his wingspan is not like more than, he doesn't appear in the sky as a creature large enough to lift a giant goat or to pose a real threat to a giant goat. Maybe the regular goat, but a giant goat is not really paying that much attention.
I'm not putting words in Fairfax's mouth. I'm just, if that'd be
Yeah,
a good use of this newfangled power.
Yeah, Fairfax would probably be flying to help with that.
Okay. All right. So that does put you at a I wouldn't say a disadvantage, Fairfax, but a situation where you're definitely not on the ground, like conversating with Pinchwit or any of the other party members. You're just kind of looking around and enjoying your flight. And
Yeah, lots of practice.
yeah, which is actually kind of. So I'd say at about day 3.
We're
you
going
guys-
overland?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
We kind of
So-
know that area anyway.
Day 3, you guys are going across, and you're just in this large grassland area, and you haven't really seen much. You've just been setting up camp where it makes sense to set up camp, and Pinchwit is more concerned with her coming business deal. She doesn't really discuss a lot of her personal self, but you guys are just enjoying this. It's kind of serene almost.
Is she competent? Is she actually a good goat herder?
Oh yeah, and that's the thing that you guys like the most, is that like she tells you exactly where to be and what to do, and you guys help her herd the goats. But for the most part, she's just using you as pawns to herd the goats, and you don't have to think about it or make any decisions yourself. She's just kind of like, all right, so we're gonna need to turn right around the mountain here, and you two go to the left, and Fairfax swoop down, and that'll kind of drive them in this general direction, and it all works. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know a whole lot about herding.
But it works.
So, yeah, it works. So at about day 2 or 3, we'll say day 3. Fairfax, give me a perception check.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you
This
don't
goat.
see him at all.
This goat.
You
Wait,
don't.
who doesn't he see it all?
Oh, Pseudo Dragon's on the same page. Okay, awesome.
You're doing loop-de-loops.
Damn it, Mox, stop watching butterflies.
Yeah. So what you don't notice are some wyverns who have been tailing you guys for a little bit, and this is essentially a large dragon.
Wait,
And
do we not have the Dragon Slayer sword with us?
I actually thought maybe we should take the dragon. No, we don't.
No.
it's still in the bar collecting money.
And dust.
Yeah, and dust. So you all think about the Dragon Slayer sword and how useful it would be at the moment, but
And how useless.
these two wyverns fly overhead, and Pinchwit says, "Oh, they're not gonna attack. Even with their limited intelligence, they understand that such a large group of people and giant goats could prove dangerous to them. They would only pick off like little, like if the goats were to separate from the herd and be like isolated. That's the only time that they would actually
Have
the wyverns
thought
would
about
want to
wyverns?
pick them out. And she says, I don't have to, because usually I'm with a giant herd that poses a good physical threat. Now, above you guys, Fairfax, you notice the wyverns coming up fast. What do you want to do?
How many of them are there?
There are two.
Okay.
Go talk to him.
Do they seem to be aimed down towards the goats, or are they targeting me?
They're definitely looking at the goats, but you are you and your pseudo dragon are also kind of on their radar.
Okay.
Yeah, they're kind of eyeballing you as well.
I'm gonna see if I can intimidate them.
Okay.
Give him a nice roar and sort of, give him the hint of these are mine.
All right.
Should have had that helmet, dude.
Yeah, no kidding.
So you roar at them, and your pseudo dragon is beside you, just like roaring as well. And the two wyverns roar, greatly in response. And that roar is enough that it scares some of the goats, and about a quarter of the goats split off to the left, and another quarter of the goats split off to the right, creating smaller groups. And the wyverns see their chance,
Crap.
so they start swooping down, ignoring you entirely. Fairfax.
Okay. Well, if they're going to ignore the warning and go after, we're going to blast them.
All right. Which one are you going to blast? Are you going to blast both of them, or just focus on one?
I'll blast both of them just to see if I can interrupt them.
All right. Give me a stat sheet for a wyvern up here.
Okay.
Give me those two. I assume with Eldritch Blast, and
Yes.
you're just gonna point one beam at each one.
Yes.
right.
And all of a sudden my browser is not responding. What the heck? Come on.
If I beat you to it, I'm gonna go ahead and roll it for you.
Well, I clicked on it to roll it, and it suddenly did not responding. And there we go. Oh, first one's good. Second one sucks. Serious lag there.
All right. So we'll call him Wyvern 1.
That's an awful roll, but it is what it is.
Wyvern 1 gets hit for 5, and then +3, right?
No, that's with the +3.
Ah,
Ooh.
okay.
Yeah, that was an awful roll.
5 force damage, and immediately turns to face you. Now that it knows that, like, hey, you're trying to take away from what I'm doing here. The second wyvern heads towards the portion of the goat herd that split off and went to the east. Now on the ground, Bell, Azure, Webley, and Jin, you guys see that there is a group of goats heading east and a group of goats heading west, and then the main herd is just kind of like they're bulking up, they're turtling up, because they know that that's the best thing to do to ward off larger predators so they can gang up on them when they get close. But there is these two groups that go left and right, and Pinchwit kind of jumps towards the rides towards the main group and says, "Hey, I've got these ones. Go get the others."
So which way is the second Reverend going?
The second wyvern is going to the right.
East or west?
We'll say you guys are headed east, so one went north, one went south, and the wyvern is headed south.
I can easily outrun goats, large goats, so I can run to the north.
I will go south, and I'm gonna hopefully engage Reverend there.
I'll. Okay, I'm gonna go with Jin. I'm riding my horse. We can. What?
You've got flight, don't you? Because these guys may be very difficult to.
I have an idea that might.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go with you. We'll save flight for a rainy day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing flight.
All right. Azure runs off, and as he's running, just as he gets to that full sprint, those magically radiant wings just sprout from his back, and he takes off to intercept the wyvern. And Jin heads left, and Webley, you said you're heading left as well?
I am.
Okay. And Belle, you go left or right?
I guess we'll follow the well, right, yes.
Okay.
Azure.
Yeah.
Azure,
All right.
yes.
So Belle and Azure go south or right, and Jin and Webley go left or north. All right, that makes sense. I got this. The one wyvern has turned towards Fairvex. Fairvex gathered his interest with an Eldritch Blast. The second wyvern is swooping down towards the goats that are heading south.
Oh.
I want everyone to roll initiative.
Don't we need our tokens?
Yeah, you totally do.
Yeah. Shut
All
up,
right,
Phone.
so.
And we can roll, but you have to add us all by hand somehow.
All right, so here's.
Do you have a plain battle map?
Jen, Fairvex. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Let's go to a plain. Do I have anything that's just?
You just add a map.
Uh,
Be blank.
You can just do a plain white map. Add a map.
Oh yeah, we could just create a new page.
Works
Good
too.
enough.
All right.
We need what? Oh, black.
Yeah, I gotta take off the no dynamic lighting. All right, can everybody see?
Yep.
Yes.
Everybody sees the grid, right?
Yep.
All
Yep.
right. So let me zoom in here. And we've got one wyvern up here, one wyvern down here. Fairvex, you are dealing with this wyvern.
Okay.
Jin and Webley went left. Azure and Hammerbell went right. And Azure, you have your owl. So let's all roll initiative.
I will roll again.
What the?
Uh,
Dude.
I don't have control over my
I totally did, and I still had a. Oh, I'm gonna re-roll. There.
That worked out nicely.
Yeah, didn't it?
Made a lot of difference.
You do have control over your familiar, right, Azure?
I do not. As of
That's
right
weird.
now, I don't think my familiar actually has a token associated with it.
Yeah,
Double check.
Azure's Owl Familiar.
I don't think it has a token from with it though.
Yeah, he has the
Does?
default token of an owl.
Double. Okay. I don't have control of them.
Drag him out.
Yeah, just drag him out from the right.
Still no control.
There he is.
I know I can't control him.
Oh,
You can't move him around once he's there.
Nope.
Same for mine. Not sure what's going on yet.
I'm gonna eat my owl.
there's a controlled by thing.
It's totally weird. Let's see, represents character. Oh, because the token is a character represents character owl. All right. So
Yeah.
represents
and then
character.
Controlled
Where's
by. There's a controlled by area.
Azure's Owl Familiar?
Here we go.
And now you can move him, right?
Yes.
All right. So Azure's Owl Familiar. Edit. Select your token. Remove. Yes. You selected token.
I can.
All right.
Sooner I want to update
Now,
the token,
for
but
you,
sooner or later.
presents character. You named it Mox. Okay. Represents character Mox. You should now be able to control Mox.
Yep.
And now, when you drag Mox out, you should be able to control it. All right. Did everybody roll initiative?
Do we
Yep.
just have the owl go on our turn, or actually initiative for the owl as well?
How does Find Familiar work?
Yeah, I probably think it
Okay.
says.
On your turn, isn't it? Or
It usually says on the spell.
I want to say they act independently. I thought.
that's actually I just read that.
If you want to act independently of you, obeys your
Oh,
command.
it's base your
It
command.
rolls its own initiative.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, it rolls its own initiative and acts on its own turn. Very well. All right, so Mox has a turn. How about Azure's Owl Familiar?
Looking for initiative now.
There, I rolled it.
Wait.
All right. Did everybody have a weird glitch where they need to re-roll or need me to modify their initiative?
Nope,
I
both
think we're
my
good.
rolls sucked. But
All right. Jin, what would you like to do to try and herd these goats?
Be super scary, and I'll use I'll try to get in front of them and use a minor illusion. I think I can make your voice be someone else. A lion's roar. Yeah, I'll do some sort of big roar in front of them to try to, turn them around, get back where they were.
Okay. All right. And aside from that,
Yes.
Webley, what was your idea that you were going to use? Like, what was your intention?
Okay. The original intention was to get in between the herd of goats, the wyvern, and blow off a phantasmal killer to keep it afraid of us, or possibly down it, because it can't approach.
Okay.
So
that's not something that would affect Jin's attempt.
no,
here.
no, not at
Okay.
all.
All right. So Jin, give me an intimidation.
Intimidation.
And this is using a spell.
Yeah. Minor illusion. Says you can do stuff like that. Create a sound. Volume can range from a whisper to a scream. Can be your voice, someone else. A lion's roar. So that sounds good. You know, like a large lion roar.
All right.
Sounds beastly.
All right. So you use that. Yeah, give us intimidation.
Not advantage. So
And
Oh,
you're still
I mean-
good.
Yeah. Either way, you definitely succeeded, and the goats all they all just scream that "Ah!" and fall over.
great.
And then as they start to get up, they run in the opposite direction back towards the main herd.
All right.
Is that the end of your turn? Would you
Yep.
like to do anything else?
Nope. I will just follow. I will follow them, continuing to try to herd them.
All right, Mox. What will Mox do?
Hey, quiet!
Mox is going to take the help action to give me advantage on my attack.
All right, Mox is gonna flitter around that wyvern's head. You know, as he turns around to look at you, Mox is gonna like poke him in the ear, and then fly to the other side of his head when he looks over there, and poke him in the other ear. And the wyvern's just gonna kind of be distracted.
Mox has to be within 5
And-
foot of him.
Say again.
Mox has to be within 5 foot of the wyvern then.
Yes.
Yeah, basically
Alright.
she'll fly in, harry it to do the help action, and then get the hell out of there. I don't think she has
Alright.
to stay put through the entirety of her turn.
But attack of op, that's on the downside.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Careful with
Forgot
that.
about that. Yeah, she doesn't have flyby.
Webley.
About how far am I from the wyvern, considering my up, down, and
I mean, the wyvern and Fairfax and Mox are far above you. What's your range on Eldritch Blast?
it was Phantasmal Killer was what I was going for, which is 120 feet.
Wow.
Yeah, which sounds nice on the ground, isn't always so good up in the air. I don't actually remember what Eldritch
Yeah.
Blast.
120.
Considering the
20.
vertical and the horizontal distance,
Mhm.
it's out of your range at the moment.
Okay. At that point, I'm gonna hold my action. Is it coming anywhere near?
It
Us at
seems
all?
to be distracted, though. It's so far away that you don't see Mox like poking around it, but the wyvern just seems to be like, swiping left, swiping right, kind of
Right, and they can. Okay.
tindering.
You can probably shoot
We call
it.
it tindering.
Shoot it with my bow.
You've got sneak
Yeah.
attack. You've got advantage
Have sneak
because of the ally,
Right.
and even if
Yeah.
the range puts you at disadvantage and cancels it out, you can still make a decent shot at it.
Yeah, that's actually a
What's
really
the-
good call.
What's the range on your bow?
320.
Is the
Wow.
maximum
Is
range,
max 80 normal range. So
Right.
and then it drops
Okay,
to
so-
disadvantage. But with the ally harrying,
It'd be
It-
with
it-
it even
negate-
it out. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So make
All
just a
right.
normal attack
Yeah.
with the bow if you
Yep.
want to do that.
Yep.
That
15.
hits.
Excellent. Come here, mother. Just to get his. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
hey, that's not terrible.
No, it's
It's about the same as
All
mine.
right.
oh,
Uh,
wait a minute. And I get sneak attack with that damage.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Oh right. Because a friend is within.
right.
All right. So that's
Yeah. Another 9.
another 9. All right.
Yep.
So that wyvern takes that damage, and you
Mhm.
definitely see it reacting to the hit. You
Right.
don't see the arrow hit, but you fired enough arrows that you know that it
Right.
was going to, and you definitely see that reaction, just that right
Cool.
right when it was about to chomp down on Mox. you know,
Aw.
you hit it, and just it rears its head back instead of going in for that kill.
Right.
Fairvex.
All right. We'll follow up with a pair of Eldritch Blasts.
All right. Ooh. Both of those hit.
Oh, are you kidding me?
$11 plus 7, that's 18 damage. All right. Anything else?
No.
As far as flying goes, do you want to be any closer or farther away than you are?
I'm gonna keep my distance. Actually, I'm gonna start basically go below the wyvern. Try to draw it down lower to the ground so that Webley can hit it with spells as well.
All right. So you're going to drop altitude a little bit. And I need a 3D map now. All right. So skipping over to the other wyvern. That wyvern is going to just land right there near one of the goats. And neither one of you have hit this wyvern, right?
Correct.
Neither one of you
No.
have attacked it. Yeah, so he's gonna swoop down and just grab a goat and start to take off with it. Let me give him a d20 to roll here. He's not particularly good at it, so he's kind of slow on the takeoff, but he has grabbed onto a goat, and the goat has screamed. And he's starting to take off with that goat. Azure.
Can I slightly delay my action until after my familiar, so my familiar can do the 8 other? With me? Can we both move at the same time, essentially?
1 second.
I mean, you should be able to delay your action, but then you're basically delaying your action
For a turn.
forever.
Yeah, but it's a turn. Like, my familiar's after me anyway.
Yeah. Right.
All right. Sorry, my daughter was asking me a question about dinner.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah, that was my answer.
I'm basically going to delay my action until after my familiar.
All right. Then let's go ahead and have your owl familiar.
It's going to
act first.
swoop in, do the 8 other. And he does
Alright.
have flyby, so he can fly off again.
So, is there something about? Hold on.
Leaving, he does not threaten. He does not provoke attack opportunity when leaving a threatened square.
Oh, flyby. Yeah, look at that. All right, so he kind of just flies in, talons him across the face, and flies off.
Yeah.
And the wyvern does not get an attack of opportunity while he's doing that. However, the help action has been attributed, so go ahead and take your action.
I'm going to move in. And I'm going to do Booming Blade.
Drop it in chat, please.
That's a fun one.
Booming Blade. What the hell's that?
It's from the Sword Coast Adventurers Guide.
Oh,
Basically, if the opponent moves during their next turn, they take extra damage.
Nice.
And does the regular weapon damage as well.
Yep.
All right, so go ahead and give me. All right, so if he moves, he takes the 5 thunder damage.
No. That's included as well because it's at level 5 now. So he takes 17 damage. And if he moves, he takes an additional 2d8.
Oh wow! All right.
And also, since I am in my radiant form, he takes another 7 damage. Oh, 8 damage. We're level 8, aren't we?
Oh my god. Way to stack.
Yeah, another 8.
Yeah.
Now imagine that with my spiritual weapon and my blender.
Yeah, that's all kinds of nasty.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
I wouldn't do it unless shit got bad.
All right, your turn is that all you're gonna do with your turn?
Yeah, so hey, Hammerbell usually outdoes me anyway, usually, so yeah, that's all I'm gonna do.
I'm giving you credit where it's due without you know,
Yeah.
I don't think it's overpowered. I think
Yeah.
it's a clever and definitely temporary use of your abilities because you can only do it but so many times, right?
Exactly.
All right, so Belle.
It's on the ground still, so
It is definitely within reach if you approach it in melee from the ground.
okay.
Because
she
he's
will-
trying to get this goat up, and even at this point, you know, kind of swoops low and grabs a different part of the goat to try and raise it up.
Okay, she will move in. Raging, reckless, and 1x. Yeah. 17.
That hits.
Hammer.
That also
23.
hits.
There you go.
All right. So since you used your bonus action to rage, and then this was your action, so that's 9. 9 plus 16 is 25. Right. This wyvern is pissed off. You know, he's taking some arrows, and he's got this little pseudo dragon thing, but his eyes focus on you, Fairfax, and he's gonna swoop down. He's
Okay.
gonna swoop down after you as you try to make it to the ground there. And the first one he's gonna do is his claws. Oh, he shouldn't be at advantage. Edge toggle, never whisper rolls. I forget to do that with these. For some reason, the default on the bad guys is that they always have advantage and they always whisper the rolls. So the first attack was a natural 20.
Ouch.
He rolled a 27, and that was 24.
Youch.
Yeah, a total of 24 slashing damage.
Okay, that's going to leave a mark. And I'm going to leave a mark in return. Hellish Rebuke.
Ooh. Go ahead and fire away. What does he got to do? Dex save?
Yeah.
So that's 16 total damage. And that is, let's see, so it's a dex save. DC 14. Damage is 16. Save on it. When he saves, is it half? I want to say it's half.
I think it is half. Let me double check
Alright.
to be sure.
All right, so he did fail that. And we applied the 16 damage.
Yep.
All right, and so for his second attack, well, he's got you with his claws, and you totally burn him, and actually, when you burn him, his claws let go, so he can't actually bite you, but he is gonna come in with that stinger,
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
please miss. Ouch.
and that is a 12 piercing damage. Oh goodness!
And yeah,
And poison.
DC
And-
15 con save.
All right, give me that con save.
You got this. Come on. There you go.
Nice. So you only take
Oh, yeah.
half.
Only another 12. Todd, what'd you take? 48 or something in one round?
Yeah.
So that was 24, 36 in one round.
Okay, so I only take an
No,
additional 12.
He took the 12 for the. Yeah, he took 24 on the second hit. 12 piercing plus the poison. Plus what did he take on the first hit?
Oh, right, yeah, 12. So he took 12 damage and then 12 more damage
Poison.
from the claws because it was
Yep, that was 48 damage.
so 48 total.
Yeah, I'm at 10.
Ouch.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, good call.
That'll leave a mark.
Yeah. So he actually pierces your scales with his stinger, and you can feel that poison just coursing through your body, and you're having a hard time staying afloat.
Yeah,
There.
there's a good reason I was heading down.
Jin.
I will continue herding the goats to the main goat herding thing.
All right.
If I get an opportunity to fire an arrow, if I think I can without losing control of the goats, I will. But
I'll let you try.
all right.
You can always try.
Yeah, it's going to be a
Disadvantage?
disadvantage.
Okay.
Or actually, we still got Mox following along. Well, no, it's the second turn.
Yeah, it's second turn.
Yeah. So disadvantage.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, here's first shot. That 17
That hits.
for 9 points.
Okay.
Here's second shot.
Nice.
Wow. Yeah. Nice.
For another 5 points.
So, Fairvex, just as you that stinger comes out of your body, and you still feel that poison, you're just rocketing towards the ground, and you want to get away from this wyvern thing. The wyvern seems to almost slow because it's taken 2 shots from the monk, and each one kind of slows it down as it refocuses, and the wyvern actually starts floating towards Jin.
What I got. I
Yeah.
actually had +2 on those to hit. I didn't add, but yeah.
Mox.
Yeah. Follow down, but not get close enough to be attacked.
Okay.
That thing's nasty, so gonna keep distance.
Very well. Webley.
Is the wyvern within, even if I approach as much as I can I get within the 120 foot range
Yes.
since he's descended?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna do that phantasmal killer.
Drop it in chat, please.
I am on my way, and why doesn't it want to do that? God bless it. Hang on. Sorry. Here we go. Well, shit. How the hell do you do that?
You have to copy and paste it from different.
You tap into the nightmares of a creature you can see within range and create an illusory manifestation of its deepest fears. Visible only to that creature. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
On a failed save, the target becomes frightened for the duration. At the end of each of the target's turns, target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 4d10. Okay, so we have a wisdom saving throw here.
Yep.
To make.
Jeez, that's 4th level. Is that your big spell?
That's my big spell. I actually have 2 big spells.
All right,
This is one of
so
them.
this is
Yeah,
a
for the
wisdom
replacement
saving
level.
throw, DC 15, damage is 16, and on a save,
It's not frightened.
it's not threatened. Okay.
It doesn't take that damage until the end of its round. It makes an initial save for the frightened condition. At the end of its round, it makes a save versus the damage. If it fails to save, he takes the damage and the spell continues. If not, the spell ends.
Ah. Well, he definitely failed, so he doesn't take the damage yet. But
Right.
he's now frightened. A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls, while the source of his fear is within line of sight, and it can't willingly move closer.
Right.
All right. So it definitely failed. What else you got?
Wait, what else you want? I am gonna.
That's plenty.
I'm gonna morph my my pack blade into a longbow for next round, and that should be it for me. I can do this shit now.
All right. So it is 7:02. It is normally the end of our session. Would you guys like to finish this combat encounter?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, please.
All right. All right. So we will do that. Fairvex. This wyvern is stopped completely in his tracks. Will not move any further towards the well, really towards the
Goats.
other warlock, but but also inherently the goats as well. What will you do?
I'm gonna use healing light as a bonus action, and that's 3d6 worth.
All right, go ahead and heal for that amount.
Every little bit helps.
Absolutely.
Okay. And then I am going to hit it with another round of Eldritch Blasts.
All right, let's see it. That hits.
Nice.
Ah.
You go to shoot off that second Eldritch Blast. One from each hand. The one from your left arm, or the one from your left hand, it fires off fine. It hits him. It does that 9 force damage.
Don't kill a goat.
The second Eldritch Blast, as you kind of thrust your right arm forward, you realize that when that wyvern clawed you up, it clawed up your muscles pretty good on that right shoulder, and your wing collapses, and you start rocketing towards the ground.
Knew I should have learned Featherfall.
Flying close to the ground.
So how much?
So now I just need to miss the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a. Oh, there's your character sheet. What would this be considered? I'm going to say a strength.
Okay.
Give me a strength check to stop yourself from hitting the ground. Well, that's pretty good. So you barely, I mean, you're able to pull that wing out and just barely maintain its integrity as a wing before just spiraling into the dirt. And so you're flying just inches above the ground, and you're able to not take damage from the fall.
Yay.
This wyvern, he is going to bite. Does a 16 hit you?
Who?
Bell.
Oh, well, 16. Yes.
16 hits?
Yes.
All right. So you take 16 piercing damage.
Half of that.
Hmm.
Oh, right, because you're raging. And that stinger's going to come around and try to hit Azure.
Does not.
Does not hit. Damn that stinger. All right.
Yeah, the Stinger's badass.
So that stinger just bounces off of your shield, and the wyvern's now just mainly attracted to you guys. Does not figure the goats in at all at this point. Azure, what are you doing?
I'm gonna do another booming blade.
I always hear Guile saying Sonic Boom when that goes off. I don't know why.
Makes sense.
I clicked it.
Yeah.
Here it goes. Image.
I think the
Oh, yeah, I rolled twice, so ignore the crit. So
All right.
2, 8, and 2, and then another 8 because I'm radiant full.
20.
So 20 damage.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. This thing's taking some damage. What else are you gonna do on your turn?
Fuck, I'm gonna action surge and hit him again. $15 to hit.
That hits.
Uh, 12 damage, 13 damage.
All right. And any more because you're radiant?
No, only one per turn.
Oh, okay.
But as a bonus, that now I'm not gonna throw out any more spells.
All right. How about your owl?
This is gonna stay back.
Okay. And Bell?
Bell will move in and hack and slash. 4. Then move in with her spike armor.
All right. Give me damage on all of that. Somebody total that for me.
You're gonna say it's dead.
17, 19, 29.
45. 45.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 45. Nicely done.
Finally.
All right.
Got a crit.
Bell comes in. Just hits this thing with the great axe. Slices open slices open like the side of its face, and as it brings its head back around, catches that great hammer to the temple, which really gives it a stunning kind of. It looks really stunned, and then she just runs in there, jumps, and hugs it around the neck, and pulls herself in to bring those spikes into the throat, and it chokes on its own blood eventually and just falls over and dies.
Woo-hoo.
Now the goats are more afraid of you than the wyvern. No, I'm just kidding.
As they should be.
Uh-huh.
All right, this wyvern swoops down.
He's flying away.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
flying
right,
towards
right,
me.
right. Yeah, he needs to make a wisdom save, right?
At the end of his turn, so he would move away his full movement.
All right. So he flies. He starts to fly away.
Right, yeah, he can't fly towards me. That much is.
But he can fly towards Fairfax.
Yes, but he's still at disadvantage.
All right. So he will fly. He will attack with disadvantage. Does that hit you, Fairfax?
Yeah, but I'm going to use my reaction and cast shield.
Ooh. So now he's got to get 19. All right, and since he's flying, he can use that bite. Ouch. Fairvax, as he goes to bite you, you've got that shield, and he's just trying to break through that shield. And so you're going to fire a single bolt of Eldritch Blast directly into his face. And roll damage. Okay, and now he needs to make a wisdom save.
Correct.
I don't know why I just rolled initiative group. But make a wisdom save. DC 15. Damage was, what was that damage?
16, I think.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah, okay, 16.
Really lame.
And damage on save, was it half or none?
None in the spell end.
Okay.
Yeah, no, this
Oof. So he has continued to be frightened, and he takes damage.
great.
All right, Jin.
What's the do I get advantage if he's feared or not?
No, I don't think so. I think
They
he's
just get
just at
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, here's 2 arrows at disadvantage.
Are you though? Because he's damn near the ground.
I mean, he started flying away and attacked Fairvax,
Yeah.
who was also near the ground, but still
He's
farther
staying
away.
close to. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm staying by the goats just in case he's. Here's first attack. I think.
So that was a dagger.
Oh, sorry, that was
not
a dagger. Sorry. It's the same bonus, but I'll roll again. There you go. I clicked it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
8, and the second attack.
Jesus.
Or another 10.
So as he's trying to attack Fairvax and Webley, you see this amazing display of the wyvern turning away from you. You feared it, and it turns towards your compatriot, and it goes in for a claw and hits a magical shield. Goes in for a bite, gets an eldritch blast to the face, and then that stinger is almost going to come around, and you don't have enough time to warn your friend before that stinger gets him. But then this arrow comes and just hits him in the neck, and he starts to spin, and then another arrow hits him in the stomach, and he just hits the ground and starts like sliding to this halt, where the wyvern twitches a little bit and then completely dies.
I taught him that.
Good thing he had that crutch.
Yeah. Sure, if you're gonna use
Yeah. You stole my line. Yeah, it was a nice crutch, buddy.
Uh-huh.
How about a crutch save?
All right, so well, you guys came out of that pretty okay.
Yep,
I'm-
just a scratch.
I'm
Think-
I'm going to use the rules that I can take a moment to collect half my arrows. Does that sound reasonable?
Sure.
I think that's normal rules. Okay.
I think Belle wants to keep a stinger as a trophy.
It's as big as you are.
It's pretty big.
Maybe just a little tip.
Ah,
Just a tip.
Just
Just
a
a-
tip.
Just a tip. Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, that empty vial I've been holding on to. I'm gonna see if I can get some of the wyvern poison. Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you have proficiency with the poisoner's kit?
No, I can't even lie about that.
I was gonna say, depending on how much room's in the bag of holding, you could probably cut the stinger
I
and take it
forgot
with
that,
you.
but yeah, that's an
So you
excellent idea.
guys just want to like cut off the stingers and throw them in there.
Yeah,
That must-
Sure.
That's great. So every time we
All
reach in there,
I mean, you are
we
headed
run
towards
the-
Phandalin. Maybe Adabra knows how to deal with that.
they could make a great antitoxin with those. Yeah.
That's what you're going for, sure.
Uh-huh. Poison's
Right.
evil.
One. Well, I don't think that is anymore.
It's not.
So you guys really don't run into all that much else.
Thank God.
Good.
Yeah.
Congeal.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah, you get a long rest.
Okay.
You get a long rest between now and Phandalin.
Yeah.
When you arrive in Phandalin, Pinchwit scurries off to Barthen's Provisions to finalize her deal with Tybor Wester. The characters are free to go to the merchant's establishment with her, or they can explore the town, pick up a wagon, supplies they need, blah blah.
Yeah.
You guys are greeted wherever you go by anybody who recognizes you, with this, which is mostly anybody. But I'll leave. We'll end the session on this. Halia Thornton. You guys remember her as the shopkeep of the Miners Exchange,
Uh-huh.
and she was kind of embedded with the miners. But Webley, do you remember that you know something specific about her?
I don't remember the details. I remember there was, I think we had some mutual acquaintance or something like that. No, I do not recall off the top of my head. I
All right,
don't remember.
I'll send it to you. I'll
That's
send it to you
fine.
in Slack real
Yeah.
quick.
Cool. Got it.
Yeah. So you she approaches you and you specifically, mostly Webley, and she says, are you the help?
He's a key master.
There is no Halia, only Zul.
There's an
She
Azul.
says, are you the help? She says, look, the way I figure it, you're either the help that I asked for, or I've been abandoned and I still need help.
And I guess we're the help. I guess we're the help.
And she says, tell me what you know about Talos and Mirkul. And that's where we'll end it.
Ah.
Okay.
Okay.
then.
Oh, great! It'll be a short conversation next time. Considering we don't know anything.
You'll be running into them.
They must be in
Mirko.
town.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Oh God.
You
this
guys-
is- oh,
You guys have dealt with the threats individually, but never together.
Yeah.
We've got to.
Oh
yeah,
boy.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. We're gonna just get out of town here. Okay.
We're
Hey,
pretty
good.
now, man. Oh,
Real good session.
Yeah, real good.
it's fun.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Are we going direct? I mean, continue on to the ranch? Or just.
So you guys, all you guys have to do is deliver the goats to Phandalin, and you've
Okay.
done that.
Okay.
And so you still need to collect your 250 gold. Let me
And
write
I
that
still
down.
need to
Pick
bring
up
up
the
our
supplies.
trip to the shrine of
we
Severin,
could pick
whatever
up
it
the
is.
supplies on the way back if we're still going up to the temple where we got to put the necklace.
Oh yeah.
I haven't
It's
exactly
further
brought that
ahead.
up just. I haven't brought that up just yet, but yeah, I need to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Azure hasn't shared with you guys his conversation with Galio.
Oh.
Ah,
But yeah,
Alright.
yeah. You guys will start off next session and Phandalin just like old times.
Oh
Great.
yeah.
All right.
Yay.
Thanks for the game.
Hey,
Yep. Thanks for the
yeah,
game,
it was
guys.
really
Night.
good. Thank
Have a
you
good night.
all.
Take it easy.